Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today we are trying different settings, default settings actually. Rocket League has different not really custom, default settings. I didn't actually knew they had this. They added people apparently. I'm just now figuring this out. But that's not what we're here to try. We're gonna try default balance and wide angle and see if any of them are actually half decent. I'm not expecting anything, obviously. Here are my camera settings now, so you've probably seen them from last video if you actually did watch that. We're gonna go default though. See how it works. Camera shake on and everything. And yes, I don't care. We're getting into a casual. I'm gonna go into a 1v1 because screw it. Piggy On. We got Piggy On, I'm not gonna lie, these aren't like horrible so far, but they're bad. They're way too high. I'll tell you that, and my settings are not fit for it. But like, I can't see any of the field. The field of view is on 90. Wow, and I missed the shot. I don't want to talk about it. All right. It just feels overall different too. Like the feel of it. I didn't change my control settings or anything, but just by changing the camera angle it feels different. I don't know, the height is just way too up. First of all, the distance is not enough, and the field of view, like, oh my god, get him out. Gonna just snag his boost, snag this one too, easy cops. Oh, you want to bump me, buddy? Alright. See what happens when you bump people? I'm not going to score, but... especially if it goes up and I'm playing on default settings, I could have scored that. I felt bad for the poor little guy losing to a default, but... I don't know where he went. Yeah, it's just a bad guy. There's a reason I played casual. If I go ranked on default settings, oh no. Alright, well here's the thing. So my final thought on this. Obviously you're gonna get made fun of, alright, for using default settings. Alright, no one has default settings above silver at least. Some silvers even changed their settings. I changed it in silver. I remember that. I changed it right at the beginning, like my second actually day of playing Rocket League, because I didn't like the camera shake. I hated it. I hated controller vibration. But final rating of the default, I'm gonna rate these out of 5, by the way, if I didn't say that at the beginning. I'd put it at a 2.4 out of 5, which isn't bad. That's not bad actually. But could be much better. Come on, game. The field of view, like, who plays on anything less than 109? Alright, there's some people who play like 109. I don't know why. They just failed to hit 110. Alright, well, anyway, the next one is called Balanced. I don't know what this really is, but we're gonna get into a game and see what it's all about. Let's go in training and see what it's about first. This is actually much better than before. This looks more like my settings than default. Obviously not exactly the same. Less field of view for sure, which I don't like, but it's something I can work with. So this guy doesn't suck like the pigeon guy. I thought I'd suck, even though it's casual, and I'd get made fun of by like teammates. He actually missed that. This guy is much better than the pigeon guy. I like it. He's still not that great. Probably high plat, maybe diamond player ones. Obvious. I didn't warm up at all, so. Dang, I shouldn't have messed around there. Is he out of boost or like what? Seems like it. And it doesn't seem like I can do anything. Alright, he missed. We good. I'm happy he's not losing to default camera settings. Technically, it's still default. It's made by the game, and it's provided as something you can choose. That's the default. It's not named default. There's a different thing called default, but like it's default. This seems like more like my camera angle though. That's the problem, buddy. Ooh, don't ask. You don't have to. Wow. All right. Well, balance didn't go like it went well. I don't. My opponent was much better, so that's why it didn't go as well. But that camera was much closer to what I actually have now than the default settings. So out of 5, I'd give that probably a 3.8. That was a pretty good one. 3.8 is high for me, by the way. So if you didn't know. The last one I'm pretty sure is called like wide angle. Yes, wide angle. I honestly don't know what this one is either, so we'll find out. Alright, it's more of like a platinum playstyle where platinums usually use something like this where it's really far out and the stiffness is kind of high. I don't like that either, how fast it goes from camera angle to ball. He's that one guy who doesn't know how to play ones, so he just goes for everything. This one's kind of similar to balance too. It's not as great. I think balance is definitely betterest. But like this one's still good too. He's not gonna be able to get back. He took the long route back because he went boost over ball. I can't do my kickoff with this one. I don't know why. It's just something with... I think it's something with the ball cam though, where it just switches off. So, like quickly, it goes straight to it. It locks onto it immediately like that. It doesn't take a second to make an animation towards the ball. Only a minute into this, this guy's losing 4-1. He's not that great. Alright, well, the wide angle was definitely better than the default, but worse than the balanced. Because balance is closest to most people's settings. It's like the balanced setting. You see what I did there? The wide angle is way too... I don't know. It's hard to get your kickoff off because the ball cam thing just... It doesn't work for me, so... Definitely couldn't use that one. But that one, I'd probably give a 3.12. It's not a bad camera angle. If you need like a comparison to my current camera, I'd rate a 4.3. So that's just my preference. All right. So if you need it to compare what the stars are to, but yeah, that was it for today's video. We just compared the 3 different default camera angles that the game provides for you, and they actually worked out all well. We destroyed in all 3 of our games except the second one because he left like a minute into it. But hope everybody enjoyed, and bye.